if you ask why did government get onto this track of monopolizing the production of money, you have to go back to the early monarchs and kings who monopolized the mints. But it wasn't always so. As far as we know, the earliest mints were private merchants who were sort of certifying the weight and the purity of the pieces of metal they were trading with. And if you ask why would government take that business over, and we've got lots of historical examples of private mints, even in the 19th century before they were outlawed. In the California gold rush, there were a dozen private mints. Why would government take that over? It's like asking why does government run buses? There are sort of two possible explanations. One is there's a market failure to produce sufficiently the good in question. And the other is that it's somehow in the government's interest, most likely there's a fiscal motive. And if you look into the question of whether governments have improved the quality of coins when they've been in charge of issuing silver and gold coins, the answer is no. They notoriously have debased the coins. Whereas the private mints actually had a pretty good track record because their business depended on the coins being regarded as reliable. Whereas if you have a monopoly and you have a law that says people have to bring their silver to you for coinage, they're not allowed to take it anywhere else, you can debase it without losing all your customers. So just on the evidence, it seems like the fiscal motive was at work. And debase,
fiscal motive makes it sound
raising revenue.
Pretty highfalutin.
Yeah.
It means exploiting the opportunity to control the currency to keep more of it than they otherwise would.
Make a profit, that's right. And in the Middle Ages, during wartime, sometimes half, two-thirds of the sovereign's revenue came from the mint. So if you want to be less highfalutin, they asked Willie Sutton, why did he rob banks? And he said, that's where the money is.
Yeah.
Why do you control the mint? Because you can make a lot of money doing that. You can call in the old coins, take half the silver out, issue new coins, and now you've got half the money supply. You replace everybody's coin with one that has half as much silver. Now you've got half the silver to spend. If you move on to sort of more modern money, it was banks that introduced checking accounts, that introduced paper money in the form of banknotes that were redeemable for gold or silver. And governments eventually monopolized the issue of paper currency. They haven't monopolized, at least in the United States, the issue of checking accounts. In some developing countries, the only checking account you can get is in a government-owned bank. And they use that as a source of revenue.